These babies are looking beautiful, looking nice, strong, healthy. This is how it looks in the process after you stuff the bags. Y'all saw us from the beginning. All right, everybody, it is January 11th, almost 2 months later, 8 weeks. We have our mycelium that I showed you guys from the garage growing. Now y'all can see the layers in the mycelium, and it looks beautiful, guys. All of this substrate is being eaten up by the oyster mushroom with no sign of contamination, and that's really good. Oyster mushrooms are saprophytic, which means that they break down non-living organisms, specifically carbon, and we put straw in these bags, and you can see these nice layers like a lasagna. Pretty much normally takes around a month at the latest for the mycelium to eat up its substrate, and I believe that it took a little longer this time because the low temperature, we're in the winter now where nights are consistently in the 40s. Normally we'll grow oyster mushrooms in the spring and in the summer where the temperature is consistently 70 degrees. So in turn, we put these inside of our home where the temperature is consistently 70 degrees, but it's still pretty cold. Also, what might be contributing to the slow growth of the mycelium and the mushrooms is the amount of straw that we put in here. We really packed it in here pretty tight. So they're really taking their time eating this up. The tortoise ate a little piece of the bag right there. So I might just cover that up with some tape. That's actually what I'm gonna do. I didn't know my tortoise liked oyster mushrooms. But anywho, just wanted to share that with you guys. This is an update, and I'll continue until we go to the fruiting process of our oyster mushrooms. Peace and light, everyone. It is February 12th, and we're back with an update for the mycelium. Just want y'all to check that out. We got some little babies growing, and it's like, finally, man. We first packed the mycelium November 12th, and wow, come to think of it, today is February 12th. So 3 months of incubation, and what we realized was happening was that the oyster mushrooms were myceliating in our home at around 70 degrees consistently, and they were myceliating, eating up the substrate, but they were not actually fruiting. So here it is, 3 months later, February 12th. We took them outside 2 days ago on the 10th, and the weather has warmed up, whereas November, December through January, it was pretty much a consistent 60 degrees outside. Now it's a consistent middle 70s, but in this greenhouse, that raises the degrees, maybe 2 to 5 degrees. Plus mycelium generates its own heat. It's inside of plastic. What you see here is the sweat. It's the mycelium perspiring. So we think that 80 degrees is roughly the temperature that it takes for oyster mushrooms to thrive. You hear the airplanes outside. We live right next to an airport. We're in Tallahassee in the urban environment, so we'll wait for that to pass. Okay, they're about gone. So they're quite beautiful. They're just starting to bud, and I can't wait to see what these mushrooms have in store for us. So basically, as soon as we took them outside of our house and into the greenhouse, the temperature was raised, and now they're fruiting. I'm so excited. These should be ready really by the end of the week. So by around the 18th, they should be done. But no later than next week, we'll have some oyster mushrooms. We'll either dry them or we'll fry them. Wow, amazing. And there you guys have it, fruiting mushrooms. They're doing their thing. Y'all saw the whole process, and now mushrooms are fruiting. What can I say? We'll come back to them in a few days, and they will have grown a bit more. Now marks the beginning of consistent upper 60s to mid 70 degree weather. Our greenhouse makes it better, and we're about to pack this thing out. We're actually probably gonna get another greenhouse specifically for growing mushrooms. But I just wanted to show that to you guys. We're live in the greenhouse. That's what we got so far. As y'all can see from our previous mushroom video, we took down the shelves that we had, and we decided to devote this whole space for planting. Here's where it's gonna be all of our seedlings that we wanna grow. It's February, we're starting early. You gotta start early if you wanna grow some food. I'll give y'all a sneak peek. Out here, bam, we got all type of seedlings growing. Got some Brussels sprouts over there, romaine lettuce, purple kales, might even have some collards in here. That's it, y'all, so can't wait. The season's beginning. Make sure if you're a farmer, everything you do gotta be ahead of time, like playing chess. So that's all I want to show y'all. Peace. Yo, what's up everybody? We're here on Smarter by Nature TV and we about to get it poppin'. We're in the greenhouse right now and it is just beautiful. This is day 2 of us uncovering our oyster mushroom growing bags, and our mushrooms are going crazy, as well as our plants. It looks so beautiful, so we decided to give thanks today.
Oh man, how gorgeous are these? They have been growing throughout the winter. Now we can feel that heat, that sun.
All right, everyone, we're out here right now. Just wanted to show y'all day 3 of our mushroom growing. It's 50 degrees, but I guarantee you it's about 70 at least in that greenhouse. Right here, you can't even see through the plastic because of condensation. It's pretty steamy in there, and we're gonna check on these mushrooms and see how they doing. So this is our greenhouse method. This is how we like to do it, because you still get that sun, but you can control the temperature. Looking beautiful as usual. All right, everybody, so as you can see, our oyster mushrooms are looking quite amazing. All I can say is abundance. Y'all check that out. So we're here in our greenhouse, probably around 72. It's gonna get higher. Condensation and evaporation exist in here. We got pots with water, wet soil. We got all type of stuff to make sure that life is prospering in our greenhouse. This is some months later, and it's crazy because this is actually cool in terms of temperature. But as you can see, the mushrooms have no problem doing their thing. Typically, when it comes to mushrooms, there are 3 things that you need to worry about. That's temperature, humidity, and airflow. So in order to keep it humid in here, oftentimes we'll spray in here, spray the ground actually, and create evaporation. And we'll just let the air come through a little bit. So it's actually going to get hotter. We wanted some heat because it's that heat that really drives up the growth cycle of the mushroom. So this is day 3. Just wanted to show you guys. We're in our greenhouse, and this is how we do it. This is how we do. All right, everyone, it's day 5 and it's time to harvest. These are Italian oysters. The road is something else. Shout out to Josh of Play Sunlight Mushrooms for being supportive in my endeavors. That's the homie. Y'all check out their business. Also check out Ripe City Farm. Check out Open Source Farms. Check out Frenchtown Farms. We got it going out here in terms of Tallahassee's urban community. There's different individuals, you know, doing it and pushing forward with the urban agriculture movement. And that's just something to be proud of in our city. I don't know. I was gonna take this to the farmer's market, but I think instead what I'm gonna do is sell 1 batch to my homie, who I told him look out for him, and I'm gonna eat the rest because I like these. So this is it, guys. We got our fresh mushrooms. Y'all remember that? We started from the bottom. Now we here. Look at those beautiful colors. No pest in sight. You can tell oysters by their decurrent gills, meaning the gills go straight down to the stem. It'll do about 2 more flushes. What I'll do is save this substrate, save the stem butt, and like recreate the process again. So that's one. Here it is. Italian oysters. They're ready to harvest. We're probably gonna let them soak up some more vitamin D for the day. Just harvest them at night. These are growing out of straw. Y'all saw it. Myceliated on cardboard. Y'all got to see the process. Hope y'all enjoy. Hope y'all got a glimpse into our process, and I'm excited to share with you all. Thank you everyone that supports us by watching our videos, by liking, by commenting on our videos, and by subscribing to our community. This is a community, and it's something that we would like to see flourish. We encourage you all to grow out there all the time. It's always about learning and growth. Love, abundance, manifestation. All right, y'all. It's the end of the day. It's time to harvest these things because they've actually begun spore letting. We're gonna harvest these and hurry up and get ready to cook them. All right, everyone. So we have our beautiful Italian oyster mushrooms, and what we're gonna do is kind of wave them out a little bit, maybe tap them with our fingers to let the spores sporulate throughout the earth. It's kind of like casting the seed out. So right now, billions of spores exist, and just helping whatever's there spread out, help break down carbon. That's very important. So what we'll do in order to continue the life cycle, aside from sporulating around our environment, we're going to take the stem of the plant, the stem butt. We're going to take that and we're going to put that on cardboard that can be done up to around 1,000 times, and the cycle continues, and that's how we produce our mushrooms. Now y'all checking us out in February. It took a little while for our mushrooms to grow, but it was well worth the wait, because now we have a bountiful feast. We're going to hit the farmers market when we have a larger supply. What y'all see in the back is us setting up another greenhouse. We're gonna turn that and have 3 greenhouses, one specifically for mushrooms. So look out for us in the future. This spring, we're gonna be hitting y'all with that blang blang. So stay tuned, and thank y'all for being smarter by nature. Peace.